Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox's baby girl is already stealing the spotlight, and the internet can't get enough. The latest photo making waves shows their daughter rocking a look that fans are calling effortlessly cool, a tiny star with undeniable presence. She's only months old, yet the little one has already been dubbed the next generation rocker, and the symbolism couldn't be stronger. But to really understand the weight of this moment, we need to go back and unpack the story that led us here. A roller coaster romance, a storm of drama, moments of heartbreak, and now a baby who seems to be rewriting the narrative of two of Hollywood's most talked about stars. Megan Fox, the Hollywood actress who rose to fame with her breakout role in Transformers, has long been known as both a sex symbol and a fiercely independent woman. She's no stranger to media frenzy, whether it was her on-screen performances, her candid interviews where she challenged industry norms, or her often turbulent personal life. Before Machine Gun Kelly ever entered the picture, Megan was married to actor Brian Austin Green, with whom she shares 3 sons. That marriage lasted nearly a decade, and for a while, it seemed solid. But as often happens in Hollywood, things shifted, and by the late 2010s, cracks began to show. Enter Machine Gun Kelly, born Colson Baker, a rapper and rocker who clawed his way from Cleveland's underground scene into mainstream music. MGK made a name for himself with his rapid-fire lyrics, his rebellious image, and his constant push against the boundaries of rap and rock. By the late 2010s, he was no stranger to controversy, from high-profile feuds with Eminem to public battles with addiction. But in 2020, everything changed when he crossed paths with Megan Fox on the set of the movie Midnight in the Switchgrass. It was an instant spark, the kind of chemistry that tabloids live for. Megan would later describe it as meeting her twin flame, an almost cosmic connection that couldn't be ignored. The timing was dramatic. Megan was separating from Brian Austin Green, and MGK was in the midst of redefining his career. Their romance wasn't subtle either. From the beginning, they leaned into the spotlight, appearing in coordinated, edgy outfits, sharing PDA-packed red carpet moments, and giving quotes that were as poetic as they were controversial. Their relationship quickly became one of the most talked about in Hollywood. Fans were mesmerized by their goth glam aesthetic, their tattoos, their blood-drinking rituals. Yes, Megan confirmed they shared small vials of each other's blood in a symbolic act of union. Whether you thought it was romantic or unsettling, one thing was clear. They weren't trying to be normal. They wanted to be epic, larger than life, and unapologetically themselves. By January 2022, MGK proposed in Puerto Rico under a banyan tree, the very spot where they first fell in love. The ring was custom designed with both of their birthstones, emerald and diamond, set with thorns, so that, as MGK himself admitted, it would hurt if Megan tried to take it off. The engagement video went viral, with Megan declaring that they celebrated by drinking each other's blood. It was wild, theatrical, and completely on brand for them. But behind the theatrics, their love story wasn't always smooth. By 2023 and 2024, rumors of tension began to circulate. Megan deleted photos of MGK from her Instagram, fans speculated about infidelity, and tabloids reported that the couple had entered therapy. By March 2024, Megan confirmed the engagement was off. It was a shocking turn for fans who had seen them as inseparable, though perhaps not surprising given the volatility of their relationship. And yet, even as their romance cooled, fate had other plans. Later in 2024, Megan announced she was pregnant. This wasn't just any announcement. It came with emotional depth, as Megan revealed they had previously suffered a miscarriage. That heartbreak weighed heavily on both of them, with MGK even dedicating music to the loss during one of his performances. For fans, the pregnancy was both bittersweet and deeply moving, a sign that despite everything, their bond still carried life forward. Fast forward to early 2025, when their daughter arrived. Machine Gun Kelly shared a tender birth announcement, calling her their celestial seed. At first, fans thought that was her actual name, sparking confusion across social media. Later, he clarified that it was more of a poetic phrase than a legal name. Eventually, the couple revealed her true name, Saga Blade Fox Baker, a name as bold and dramatic as their parents, equal parts mystical and powerful, instantly memorable. Now, months later, the new photo of baby Saga is making headlines. In it, she sits with a calm but curious expression, and though she's just a baby, fans say she radiates star power. She's not just Megan's daughter, not just MGK's baby, she's become a symbol of their resilience, their ability to evolve, and their unbreakable connection even after romance gave way to co-parenting. Social media exploded with comments like, "She's already a rock legend in the making, and that baby has star DNA." Some joked that Saga will be playing guitar before she can walk. Others noted how Megan's striking features are already visible in her little face, and MGK's fans proudly claimed her as the next generation of punk. This single snapshot isn't just a cute baby photo, it's a cultural moment. It signals a shift. Megan and MGK, once defined by their intense, almost chaotic love affair, are now being redefined by parenthood. The world is watching them navigate this new reality. No longer fiancés, not officially back together, but undeniably bound by their daughter. Reports suggest MGK sometimes stays at Megan's home to be close to Saga, and both of them have committed to co-parenting with love and stability. What makes it even more compelling is the duality of their image. Megan is the Hollywood bombshell, the actress who's faced sexism, criticism, and scrutiny, yet continues to command attention. MGK is the outsider turned rock star, the rebel who reinvented himself in front of our eyes. And now Saga, their daughter, represents something softer, something grounding, something both of them needed at this stage in their life. Fans are already imagining her future. Will she grow up surrounded by guitars and tour buses, or will Megan steer her to a quieter childhood, away from the spotlight? Will she inherit her mother's striking beauty, her father's creative fire, or both? Whatever the case, the fascination is real, and this baby is already a celebrity in her own right, without ever asking for it. For now, Saga's photo is just one image, but it tells 1,000 stories. It tells of a relationship that burned fast and bright, of love that was tested, of loss that was endured, and a new beginning that feels hopeful. It shows us that even the most dramatic Hollywood romances can evolve into something deeper, a commitment to raising a child together, even if the fairy tale engagement didn't last. And for Megan Fox and MGK, this may be the most authentic chapter yet. So as that little girl sits in her baby chair, dressed simply, clutching her toy, she's already rewriting the headlines, not as the child of scandal, but as the tiny rocker whose existence brings out the best in two people who have lived loudly, loved fiercely, and learned painfully. The world will be watching as she grows, and if this photo is any indication, she's destined to shine just as brightly as her parents. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.